like a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Steelers on Thursday night.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And
season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
Complete. It's Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now Pickett.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 24.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Burrow will throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to Mixon on second down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. When they failed on that third down play, that brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow.
Finds Dulcich out left side.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On third down, Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You look at the Steeler defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down.
Now it's Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. This will be fielded at the 17. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Pickett back to throw.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett sets up play action. Finding Harris over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at him.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards.
As we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection. And it still continues here in the NFL.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
And Boyd in motion right.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down. Here's Pickett. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Burrow looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And out now, here come the Bengals. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Now the Steelers sling up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Pickett.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
First down. Here's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett
setting up the screen. Harris.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Pickett will look to throw it here. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. It's a tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here's Pickett.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Washington Commanders. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Second and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Short throw caught by Dulcich. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Bengal first down.
Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From midfield now, Burrow. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. This is 2nd and 8.
At the Steelers' 49-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Got an open man. It's Pickett.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
3rd down and 6. Pickett back to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Now Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and a yard.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Gain of 1 yard. First down, Cincinnati.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 36.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my own coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big...
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 5.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard. They run again with Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
Pickett going to bootleg it. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That's to the left sideline and incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points and they need a man.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 26.
Harris will start the drive out.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
He's just not had his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Harris running straight ahead.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Quick throw, finding Dulcich.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
First down, Cincinnati.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go play action with Burrow. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Forced out to his left. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
He gets it complete to Harris. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Again, it's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down by 5. A minute 52 to play. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Now Pickett. Finding space at the 30. And down right around the 37.
This is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try to finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw here. Pickett. That's caught by Johnson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Here's 1st and goal. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix.
That is intercepted.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Caught by Dulcich.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Connecting with Mixon. Able to power through. At 5 yards. Not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
Burrow.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter play. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Bengals, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home